So you mentioned that you wanted to do percentage problems, right? With like word problems that involve multi-steps. So let's look at this one. This one says there are 28 students in a class. 16 of the students are men. What percent of the class is women? So in any percent word problem, ideally what you want to have is, you know that whole times rate equals part. So you want to have at least two of these variables. Okay, and you want to know what it is they're looking for. So right here, they're looking for rates. How do I know that? Because it says what percent of the class is women. So I know that that's rate. So all I'm missing now is my whole and part. And you ask yourself sometimes, like, oh, well, don't I have whole and part right here? It's like, kind of, not really. Because what you have here is actually the ratio of men. Whoops, I crossed it out. And what you want is the ratio of women. Okay, so this is where we use our logic a bit. Okay, let me just change my marker color. There we go. Let me zoom out. Okay. 16 of the students are guys in a class of 28. That means that how many are girls? You get 12, right? So now I know that 12 of the 28 students are girls. How do I find rate? Okay, so anytime you want to find whole, rate, or part, you just look at this equation, right? And this is where it gets a little tricky, okay? So bear with me. Okay. In math, when you want to solve for something, you want it by itself, right? You want to know what R equals, what the rate equals, what's the percent. So I want this guy and I want this guy. Rate equals. So who's in the way here? A W, right? So in order to get rid of him, we do the opposite. So what's the opposite of multiplying by W? And then you should know that it's actually dividing by W. So you have, W times rate equals part, divide by W. And because of this equal sign, it's saying what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So let's divide by W here. These guys cross each other out, and you know that rate equals part over whole. And then, you should notice, like, hey, isn't that what I already have? And yes, it is. You know that there's 12 girls out of 28 whole, and that's your part in whole. So all you do now is in your calculator, you plug in 12 divided by 28, and you should get, I'm not too sure, I don't have a calculator with me, 48. Let's double check. Okay, so let's continue here. 12 divided by 28. Oh, 0.4286. Okay, so now that we know that, let's do our answer. Okay, so back to this. 0.4286, to get your percentage, you just move this guy over twice. 42.86%. Or if you round, you could just say 43%. And there you go. I hope I didn't confuse you.